Today we have to see how to develop the CNN model for MNIST digit classification. So as of you know, I read about MNIST, CNN also. So convolutional neural network. It's one of the familiar network consists of various layers. Out of the layers, there will be layers like convolution layer, max pooling layer, fully connected layer, and activation layer. These are the very important one. So once you understand the CNN, you can understand this tutorial also very easily. So MNIST, that is handwritten digit classification datasets. So if you execute this one, you can definitely resolve the problem of digit classification dataset. So as of you know, MNIST dataset is one of the dataset consists of 60,000 images, and each image consists of a small square that is 28 bar 28 bar grayscale images, and also these are consist of a handwritten digits, that is the digits between 0 to 9 only, that you have to remember, then we can understand entire thing here. So here the task of this one is we are going to develop the MNIST model and CNN with the help of CNN for predicting the digits. It may be 7, it may be 5, it may be 2, or it may be 1, anything. So for that only we are doing. So here the task is classify given image of a handwritten digit into one of 10 classes represented like school issue. That means it may be a 1 or 0 or 2 or 3 up to 9. 0 to 10 only we are going to cover here, and we are going to get the results with accuracy only. And what you know here, for the step number 1 is we have to install the packages, that is caras followed by datasets and path and so on and so on. Then we have to give the batch size, that is 128 by default, the number of classes 10, that is 0 to 9, and a purchase set as a 5, and input image dimension just now told you by default it consists of image rows and columns where pixel size of 28 comma 28 and so on. Then for this one we are going to get the data from the net, that is GitHub only. So we are going to cloning data from the website GitHub, where from the website called Mohanraj MIT digit recognition and so on. So once given and execute the cola, it will execute it here, cloning the data. Then we are going to call the step number 2, we are going to call the images and labels by empty. Then we are set the path, we are giving the content underscore digit recognition underscore digit dataset, and with the help of CV2 we are going to read the data. Then we are going to close it. Then we are going to call the step number 3, print the labels, that is 0 0 1 2 2 and so on and so on. Then we are going to import the package called numpy for all the numerical calculations, and from the sklearn model we are going to import everything. And remember, the MNIST dataset consists of 6,000 images, where we can segregate to for 50,000 for training and 10,000 for testing and so on. We can divide and go ahead for another task. Then we are going to give next step number 3 is we are going to say, sir, 4 is data is equal to np dot array of images, then labels finalizing. Then we are going to call the coordinates like x train, x test, y train, y test and so on continuation. And input shape I just now told you, we can give as image underscore rows, image columns equal to 1, like that. Then next we are going to print the variable, that's with the help of y coordinate. Then we are going to call the train, x test, and print like train samples, test samples. And next important step is step number 5 is 4 is convert the class vectors to multi-class matrices with the help of the line called y underscore train equal to keras dot util dot to category of y train comma num classes. Similarly, you can give y test also. Then very important steps is step number 5. This means testing the model. So for this one we are going to assign model equal sequential of and give the terms and models dot add up flatten dense dropout dense. This is very important step for compilation and developing the model. So once you given this, just now told you there will be a convolution layer concept layer, CNN concept layers like convolution layer, max pooling layer, and this flatten layer, and activation layer. So work with the help of relief function. So once give that means what will happen, we have to understand. So with the help of convolution layer, everything will be filtered, and this then next is max pooling the The max pooling layer help to reduce the dimensionality of the data, and fully connected layer will take up the output. After again is the digits it display, help to display whether it's 7 or 6 and so on. After this we are going to the print x text comma shape, and we are going to summarize the model. Step number 6, that is model summary of where once you give this to show the information like convolution 2D and max pooling, plot and dense dropout, then so on and print it. Next we are going to use the math apply the step number 6 model, that is called where we are replacing the model optimizer called family optimizer Adam and matrix equal to accuracy. Then we are going to fit the model. Step number 7, that is x train comma y train and so on. After this it definitely takes some time based on the net speed only. After executing, then only go for the visualize the data, that means classification of task completed or not. Then we are going to step number 7, we are going to prediction mode where we are writing sample is equal to 1 and reshaped sample is equal to x underscore test and so on. After executing, we are going to the predictor class, and step number 8, that is pick a sample to plot, we are writing sample is equal to 1 followed by image x underscore test of sample here, and figure out and visualize the data. For this we are writing the coding called function called plot.show. And if you want, you can go for that. Remember, once you execute the coding, it may say 7, next time it may show 2 or anything, because we are writing the code and the number of classes totally 10 classes, that is 0 to 9. So once executed it shows 7 here. After this takes some class, we will save the model, that called model.save of model underscore digit.h file. I hope that you understand how to successfully develop a CNN model for resolve the problem of MNIST classification task. If you like the video, please subscribe and share with your friends. Thank you for watching the video. Thank you.